Thanks. I appreciate you all coming out here today. It's my pleasure to welcome back Bryan Smothers as our 10th basketball coach in 105 years. So we haven't had a lot of them, but we've always picked really good ones, and I'm confident we've done that again. Actually followed Bryan's career for a long time. Certainly here as a student athlete, I just love the way he played and tenacity, and that same Coach Greer style that I've always appreciated. And then certainly as he went to Michigan and on to Niagara, just continue to see him develop and then learn all the different approaches and strategies and different styles from coaches. And I thought, he was the best fit for what we need right now. Funny little story about Bryan when he was leaving the last time after being a GA. Coach Greer brought him in my office, and Coach Greer was all excited because he had the opportunity at Michigan. And I, of course, was looking at it a different way. Was like, is he coming in here to get him to stay? So I, in turn, said, Bryan, if you stay, I could do this, this, and this for you. And then Coach Greer looked at me and he's like, what in the heck are you doing? We want him to go. And I was like, oh, okay. But then I wrote down some things on a note card, and I handed it to Bryan, and I said, well, listen, if you get there and it doesn't work out for you, you can always come back, what's on that note card. And Bryan told me what I saw him the last time. This is the second time I've introduced Bryan in 2 years, a couple years ago at the Hall of Fame. But when I saw him, he said, I held that on that note card for 2 years. And I was telling Coach Beeline that the other day when he called me. He goes, I never heard that story. And I says, yeah, I had an escape clause for him. So, but I'm excited that Bryan's agreed to join us and come back here. I also would be remiss if I wouldn't acknowledge E.J. Harrelson for his great work this year. Tough situation he came into and carrying the team. And I certainly appreciated Coach Greer, all he did for 20-some years that he was here. We talked a lot about coaches and the kind of things that we needed and what we were looking for. So I think that in the end, we felt really comfortable that Bryan's the right choice. So it's my pleasure to introduce our next basketball coach, Bryan Smothers.
Thank you, Mr. Fournier. I'm honored. I'm truly honored. I'm super excited about this opportunity to be a head coach from Wayne State, to come back home and to serve this university again. I'm truly honored, and I'm thankful that you believed in me, between Mr. Fournier and President Wilson supporting me. Truly honored, so thank you. There's a lot of people that get to these situations and they say, well, maybe no one's done these things for me. And I can honestly say that I've always been surrounded by many people that believed in me, that always thought that I could do special things. And I see a lot of teammates in the crowd here. I have family, my father, my wife, Sandy, is here. Our two sons, Santana, Sebastian, are here. And, when I look at them every day and, that's my heartbeat, that's my motivation, and so me and my wife, we met at Wayne State. We were married here on campus, and now for us, to be back here, this is home for us. This is home. I came here in 2007, Coach Greer, Coach Harrelson, they brought me here on my first visit, and when I came back to campus today, that same feeling I had then, it came back over me again today. Just the potential, the feel that I had then was present as we drove back into campus today. And so at that time, all I was looking for was an opportunity, an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to gain an education, right? An opportunity to compete at the highest level that I could, right? And I received that. And a whole lot more, right? A lot of lifelong relationships and friendships, right? of course, a great degree from this institution as well. Mentorship from a lot of different people. A championship, right, and a Hall of Fame induction as well, right? More than I ever imagined would happen. And all of that was due to Coach Greer's belief in me, right? Coach Greer, Coach EJ, Coach Neely, right? Those guys are leaders. They're mentors, right? Their ability to inspire me and others, right? Their ability to develop, not just on the basketball court, right? Off the court. Those are relationships that didn't end when I left here to go to Michigan, right? And those relationships won't end now that I'm back here. So I appreciate those guys so much for believing in me from the start, and I plan to continue those relationships moving forward as well. Coach Beeline, you know, I called him today, and you know he's out with the Pistons there in Washington D.C. You know, and you know that relationship was built based on me going to his camps in the summertime and working his basketball camps. Out of hundreds of people there, 30, 40, 50 coaches, he saw something in me that when he had an opportunity to hire me on his staff, I was the guy he chose. I was the guy he chose. So between Coach Beeline, the numerous coaches and staff there that I was able to work with each and every day, the amount of basketball knowledge that was passed along each and every day, a lot of those guys are still friends and mentors to me now. It really just opened my eyes from a basketball standpoint, much larger than I imagined was possible, just to see the game from so many different ways. So again, his belief in me, the opportunity to be there was you know, one that I'll never forget. Coach Paulus, Athletic Director Simon Gray, President Father Marr, the Niagara community, they accepted my family and I with open arms from day one. We've spent there 3 years there, and each and every day, there hasn't been a day where someone in the community, within the athletic department, within the campus, they haven't checked on me, they haven't asked about my family, they know us by name whenever we're around. The players and staff that are there now, they've allowed me to grow. You know, that was my first coaching opportunity where I was able to really be out there with them, and over the course of time, they really allowed me to gain that confidence each and every day, to watch them grow and develop, right, and to see them now, some of those guys are where they at. You know, it's been truly special just to go through that process with them. I can't wait to get back so we can finish the season there as strong as we can. You know, to the Wayne State community, our alumni, our fans, you know, a lot of you all have watched me grow, right, from an 18-year-old freshman to now being 33 here, and with the opportunity to serve this university once again. I'm honored. I'm thankful to be here. This is not a responsibility that I take lightly. For our student athletes and our players, you know, I can't promise that every day is going to be perfect and sunny, right? But I can promise that I will give them my best each and every day. And I ask in return that they allow me to earn their trust and give me their all in return as well. Thank you. Go Warriors.